Join us at solumcommunity.net to build a better future together.
Good day, this is Think Director Phil, and I want to grasp your attention today so that you will join us in the journey of helping folks on probation and parole in rural counties get into a life mission of a better life forward. We've innovated some great things in the last couple of years. COVID came in and threw the entire world into a spin, but it also threw people into an acceptance of doing things online and interacting online instead of having to get face to face. You know, we were struggling in one county to do things face to face as much as we could, and the numbers were absolutely off the charts. One small rural county. We began to think across the United States there's over 1 million folks who are on probation and parole in rural counties in the United States who have no access to any help to help them build into a life mission of a better life forward. There might be some addiction counseling, some light social work, but not enough to handle the massive numbers that are out there. We've looked at it and said there's about 1,000 people every day ready across the United States to grasp into workshops and begin to build into a life mission of a better life forward. It's amazing. It's astounding. The ocean is blue and ready, and we have an innovative solution that COVID threw us into. It forced us to change, and now we're working in 30 counties instead of one. So when you take an innovation and want it to become a disruptor, we're going to disrupt what's going on out there. We want to change the experience of crime so that it becomes corrective, it becomes building, it becomes strengthened instead of punitive, which doesn't work. We just keep building. We made some decisions back in the 80s and the 90s into how we would handle our war on drugs and war on rebellion that was coming out of the 60s and 70s. We made some big mistakes. We can't correct those mistakes, but we can come in. There's modifications being done, reforms being done in the criminal justice system. But there's all these people in there that are now generational, and they're going to continue generational unless we disrupt the flow across the United States. And so here at Solum, SOLUM, community.net, we are focused on that rural community because we can make a big difference there. We are making a big difference there. We have a valid solution. It's timely to this time. It's valid. It works. It makes a big difference. We have great testimonies of folks who completely rebuilt their lives. It's such an enjoyment on social media today to see somebody whose life has changed 5, 6, 7 years later, and we're still in contact. And they're showing me their kids and weddings and celebrations and birthdays and new jobs and new houses. It's just incredible what we've seen, the power of this innovative solution that now is becoming a disruptor. But a disruptor needs validity, and we have validity. A disruptor needs veracity. It needs to be true, not just true to the moment, but true. We use principles and research principles that go back thousands of years, and they've been researched in the last 100 years intimately by psychology and proven. So we can go back thousands of years, we can go back 10 years, we can go back 5 years, we can go into positive psychology, we go into cognitive behavior therapy, we can go into wisdom principles and see these things work. But they need practical application. So there's a veracity, so there's a truth to what we apply, and that's one of the reasons it works. There's a validity. It's the right time, the right place, and the right solution. And there is a velocity. Velocity means you got it at the right time, at the right place, with the right solution. It's valid, it's true, it has veracity, it has validity, and it has velocity. And velocity is something we need you to join us with. Velocity takes finances. We have to have energy. We have to have the solution that is sustainable and it's scalable, and we've got that. It's online, it's interactive, it's mentor mode. It's not just go take a course. You're going to have to interact with someone. You're going to have to report. You're going to have a coach working with you all through the time you take this workshop. It's incredible. We get small groups together on Zoom, and then people can work individually through 5 and 10 minute courses all week long and build a daily regimen of change in their life, which is what you need. There's a vitality to what we do, but we need partners to join us in the journey, to be mentors and to be patrons, to come and give us the finances so we can extend to the other states. And then finally, we need to have that last component, right? Which is vitality. That's the vitality, right? There's validity, there's veracity, there's velocity and there's vitality. We do have to have those finances. We do have to have the people. We do have to have partners, people who come alongside and advise us at different points and help us. We work with probation officers in 30 different counties. What if we're working with probation officers in 300 different counties? And each one sends us one person during each time frame. Well, that's 300 people. That's about what we'd like to see. 300 people 3 times a year. That's about 1,000 folks a year. And you're going, that's an amazing number of people changing their lives. Phil, it is. Deep, deep life change. Deep, deep life change. But it takes all 4 of those. And we have those to become a disruptor, to jump in and disrupt this experience of crime that's going on in the United States today and take it a different direction. And so we'll trust that the legislatures and all those other folks and the administrators and the executive people and the judges will make the right decisions, and we'll come in and disrupt that flow. Yeah, if you do the crime, you're going to do the time, you're going to pay the fine, but we want it to be for the last time. We want to build a new life foundation. We want to help people get safe and healthy relationships. We want to help people build generations of greatness that go a different direction into a life mission of a better life forward, disrupted by the solutions that we offer at Solum, SOLUM community.net. Join us in the journey. Now let me hear your questions.